Well, now joining us here on A's Cast Live, you know he's one of our favorites, and he is absolutely red hot, the Law Dog, Lawrence Butler. It's great to have you back on set. Good to see that the ball club's winning some games, and you, my friend, you're on a heater right now.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me back. And, yeah, I mean, we're feeling good, trying to just continue to swing it, just hopefully we can, just start closing out these games and, just getting back on track to, where we were first couple of months in the season.
Because the reality is, and Steve Sachs keeps saying this too, despite how bad it was, getting these 2 victories, getting your mojo back, we can see kind of everybody's body language is back. There's a long way to go. There still is some time.
Yeah, we got a lot of season left. I mean, and, we keep reiterating that in the locker room that, no matter what happened in the past, there's still a lot of season left. All we can do is go out there and win games and, see where we end up at the end of the season.
Lawrence, 10 multi-hit games in your last 19 games. You are smoking hot right now. And one thing that I like about what you're doing is you're taking that ball to left field when they offer it out there, and you're hitting the ball from foul line to foul line. When you go up to bat, are you even thinking about mechanics, or are you just see ball, hit ball?
Right now, it's just see ball, hit ball.
I'm
not trying to think about, what my body's doing, what my arm's doing. I kind of just took it back to, travel ball days.
Yeah.
You just see the ball, hit the ball, swing at the strikes, take the balls. That's kind of just me simplifying my plan right now at the plate.
Right.
It's what we actually talked about this on this show. We talked about it on NBC, where it's like there's so much data out there. There's so much video. There's so many things that you can grind. At some point, you just got to say, I'm going to get there, get in the box, free my mind, see ball, hit ball. I'm so glad to hear that, because sometimes the best way to go is just to simplify it.
Yeah, I mean, because, with all the analytics stuff and all the video, you kind of get caught up within that stuff, just trying to have a perfect swing. And, there's no such thing as a perfect swing. It's just going out there competing, every at bat, every pitch, just trying to hit the ball hard. So, that's kind of what I've been doing, just getting the pitch where I want it and, just trying to hit it hard and see what happens after that.
Yeah, Lawrence, in a way, I do feel sorry for the opposition pitchers. He's got to face you, Jay Willie, and Rooker. And you 3 guys are hotter than a pistol. This is a key to start and keep this mojo going.
Right now, I'm telling myself, just get to second base. If I get to second base, I know Jacob going to drive me in. So that's kind of been what's been going on. I'm just trying to get to second for him. And, after him, you got Brent Rooker, who's an amazing hitter. Then you got Sodi. It's just, it goes on. But, yeah, me, Rook, and Jay Willie have been, just been talking to the dugout. We kind of been relaying all the pitches to everybody, what we're seeing at the plate, after an at-bat. Just trying to give everybody a good look on, what the pitcher's trying to do to us and what he's throwing to us.
Yeah. We've talked about in the past, you growing up in the minor leagues, and you did it with Geloff, and hopefully he'll be back soon. You think about Sodas from some of these guys. But Jacob Wilson is something kind of new to everybody. Last 12 games, he's hitting 500. It's unbelievable. The rookie record for batting average in a season was Ichiro at 350. He's over 360 now. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I've never seen anything like this. It's just absolutely kind of jaw-dropping to just watch him go out there every day and get 2 hits at the minimum. It's like minimum. And it'd be crazy because he'll have a game where he'll get 1 hit or no hits, so he'll be like, man, I can't hit. We're like, bro, if you ain't getting none today, you're getting 4 tomorrow. That's right. You're getting 3 the next day. Like, Jay Willie, just chill out. He's an amazing hitter. Nobody has ever, on our team, we haven't seen anybody like this. Just watching him go in, day out, day in, put his work in, go out there, playing shortstop, add to that. He's a great ball player. He's a gamer. He loves the game. He just focuses on the game all the time. All he loves is baseball. All he watches is baseball. The kids, he was born for it. Yeah,
Lawrence, when you talk about Jay Willie and what he's doing, I played against a lot of great ones. Paul Molitor, Tony Gwynn, a lot of unbelievable hitters, and Jay Willie is in that zone. I'm telling you, he is. And one thing I wanted to tell you as well is us leadoff hitters, we got to stick together. Yeah. All right. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, you added such another element to the leadoff hitter, because you're a leadoff hitter once, but you're a guy that can also hit with guys on. You can go deep. You can hit the ball out of the park the other way. You add so much more than just the reconnaissance mission your first time up and checking out what the pitcher's got. You can hit the ball out of the park later on in the game.
Yeah, just me being a leadoff hitter, I love the role. I'm glad Kotz is giving me the role. Yeah. I just kind of go out there and I just want to kind of just just because I'm hitting first, I don't have to dial my game back. I kind of still want to be a powerful hitter, still hit for power, still hit for average. I just really want to set the tone for the rest of the lineup. If I go out there and lead the game off with a double, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling confident. The whole lineup's like, all right, Law's going. All right, now we can go. Now we can, feel good. And, that kind of just puts some more pressure on the pitcher too. Like I can't just groove heaters in there to the first guy of the game.
Sure.
I'm swinging. I don't know about everybody else, but
I love that. I love it.
So,
I love it.
I mean, I like hitting first. I like being able to set the tone for the team for the rest of the game.
You're doing it too.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Law's a showman, and you understand this is the entertainment business. So whether it's your first at bat of the game or the rest of the game or even outfield, you're here to put on a show.
Yeah, always want to give the fans something to go to sleep at night. Like, dang, I remember Lawrence Butler did this cool thing on the field, or he did some on the field that made them remember me. So I just always want to kind of put a show on for the fans. Just make baseball fun again. Just make it entertaining for everybody that's watching.
Speaking of entertaining, how about Denzel Clark's catch last night?
Oh my God, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That was by far the nastiest catch I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and he had it before, and then he just topped it with that one. I mean, he ran. It was like 100-something feet.
120-something feet.
And he was running 29 feet a second when he hit the wall. That's
didn't
crazy.
slow down.
No,
didn't slow down.
at
Didn't
all.
fear the wall at all. I mean, me and Jay Willie were just like, we looked at each other like we couldn't believe he caught it.
I'm surprised he didn't break in half.
I think they repaired the wall out there.
They're working on it now.
Yeah, Denzel got up fine, but the wall was leaning a little bit. So
that's right.
I mean, that was an amazing catch. He's an amazing defender. I mean, I've watched him do it, AA, AAA. I mean, he's gonna be a Gold Glove center fielder. I mean, within no time. Just keep letting him get reps out there. He's gonna be a Gold Glove.
And Lawrence,
center
it
fielder
seems that you guys are rubbing off on him because when he came up, he seemed, he was trying to find his way, struck out a lot. He looks like a different hitter now. I think you guys are rubbing off on him.
I know we've been talking to him because anybody that comes up, we welcome open arms. We just want him to feel comfortable. We're just trying to help him out. Any little thing we can tell him, and he's always willing to listen. Anything we tell him, he's always taking it, with a grain of salt, and just that that we're trying to help him. We're not telling him anything that'll try to get in his head or like mess his swing up. We're just trying to tell him simple things that he can take into the game and add to his game. And as you see, he's been working. He's been swinging it pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these strikeouts I would think have been a little bit off.
Yes.
But I mean, that's normal.
We
for
talk about
rookie.
that too.
Yeah,
it's
it's
true.
Kind of normal for the rookies. Come up. Umpire's gonna make you earn it.
Yep.
So I mean, he's been doing pretty good with everything though.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we got Denzel up here.
Yeah.
I said this to Jacob Wilson, and we know that there's been team meetings, and we know that obviously Brent Rooker has stood up in front of you guys quite a bit, TJ McFarland, the veteran guys, but we're not too far away to where you will be that guy and Jacob Wilson will be that guy. So how much are you watching Brent Rooker and the other veterans who stand up, take notice of what they're doing? Because in a career, you hope for always good times, that there's going to be some rough patches, but you have been a leader in this organization for a long time, and we're not too far away from you being the leader of this organization. So how much are you paying attention to what's going on when it comes to how to handle the team and be a leader?
I mean, I watch Rook and Cots for the most part every day. I mean, I just kind of watch how they handle things, how they handle situations, their body language and situations. And, I kind of, like you said, I kind of just learn from it and be like, all right, so when it's my turn, when I'm the older vet type of guy, how will I handle my team and how will I handle situations? And, Rook's been doing an amazing job. Cott's been doing an amazing job. All they preach is positivity in the locker rooms and in the dugout. So, they never want us to feel like we're getting too down on ourselves. Even though we might be going through a rough patch, that we're still a good team and we still believe that we're going to come out of this. And, we still believe that we can make a playoff push. That's still not out of our heads. Everybody still wants to be playing in October, So, I mean, they've been amazing with a lot of, especially being a lot of young guys on the team. They've been really amazing, helping us out, helping us through the failure and through the ups and downs. So, shout out to Rook, shout out to Sevy too. Sevy gave us a great speech the other day. We came out here, got a win. So, I really appreciate those other guys for, just talking to us and, just kind of showing us the way of, what it is to be a big leaguer. And, that's not going to be peaches and cream all the time.
No, it is not. You know how much you mean to this show. We know how much you mean to the organization. We always appreciate your time before the ball game. Continue winning. Get out of this funk so we can start talking about maybe a playoff.
We got 2 in a row, man. We're just trying to make it 3, game by game.
The great Lawrence Butler right here on A's Cast Live.